Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss some more topic regarding magnetism or magnet. As you are observing on board, we are going to discuss about laws of magnetism. What are the laws of magnetism? As performing some more and more experiment, we concluded that first, in case of magnet, first thing is that magnet attracts magnet attracts some material like iron, nickel, cobalt, commonly known as your magnetic material. Means magnet has an attractive property. As we know, magnet has directive property, means whenever we suspend a magnet freely, it always points toward north and south direction, north and south geographical pole. So this proves that magnet always has a directive property. It always directs to up to some direction, that is your north and south. Then most important, repulsive property, pole do repel each other. Repulsion is the surest test for magnet. Then opposite pole attractive. In case of attractive, one more thing is there. Opposite pole, I am adding in short, opposite poles attract each other. Clear? So there are some points. Then again we know that if we rub a bar magnet, over a piece of iron, that iron turns itself into another magnet. So rubbing from magnet convert into magnet. I'll convert into magnet. So this is the thing. Then another point is there, that if we heat it or hammer strongly, it loses the property, loses magnetism. When heated or hammered. So these points are known as your laws of magnetism, and you must remember all these points very carefully. Move to the next topic. Hello students, as you are observing on board, now we are going to discuss about electromagnet. Electromagnet is a temporary magnet. It is always having magnetism or magnetic property when an electric supply given to the electromagnet. In figure you have observing that there is a U-shaped soft iron core. This U-shaped soft iron core, this is your U-shaped soft iron core material over which is coiled by some insulated wire. This is your insulated copper wire or insulated wire in which electricity can easily flow. Always remember that this iron core of this core of electromagnet is always made from soft iron. Whenever we pass the electric current through this coiled wire, what happened? This soft iron core produce some attractive property like magnet like property. So on that time this arrangement behave as an electromagnet. For making the electromagnet, we use an alloy alnico. Alnico means what? Alloy of alnico. As name defines, this Al for aluminium, this is nickel, this is cobalt. If we make an alloy of alnico or steel, we received a permanent magnet, but it best suggested to make a powerful electromagnet we use soft iron core. There are various practical uses of electromagnet. For example, carrying the heavy load by using crane, we use electromagnet. Electric generators are there to create powerful magnetic area where we need some powerful magnetic area. In television, in speakers, all these things we have some electromagnet where we can use electromagnet very easily. Some motors, electric motors also having some electromagnets of different shape. They are maybe U shape, maybe O shape, that is known as your donut shape. Now, after this we are going to discuss about two type of magnet: temporary and permanent magnet. The magnet which loses their magnetism as soon as the cause producing them is removed. It says that losing the magnetism when cause is removed is known as your temporary magnet. Clear? In this case, electromagnet is a better example for temporary magnet. Magnet made by some induction means if there is a magnet bar, clear, an iron bar is touched with this magnet, so this iron bar for some time it behaves for like a magnet. So this is also a temporary magnet. Then there is permanent magnet just opposite to the temporary magnet. It do not loses the magnetism. Do not loses magnetism when cause is removed. It is known as your permanent magnet. Now move to the next topic. Students, see the figure very carefully. This figure is also given in your book. In this figure, there is a thick copper wire just above the compass. Clear? As you are observing a representative figure of compass showing south and north pole. On your left hand side of the figure, directions are mentioned, that is south, north, west, east. East is just below towards the below side. Now in this experiment, what we do, we take a thick copper wire, say it's a AB. Clear? This is your thick copper wire, and this copper wire is attached with some electric circuit having some supply of current. such that positive terminal of the circuit attached with A and negative terminal attached with B. Now in this case, whenever we pass the electric currents likewise, and by keeping the wire just above the compass, what we are observing that as soon as currents start to flow from conductor A to B, north pole of magnetic needle, north sorry yes parallel to this needle, such that current flows from south to north, that is your south to north pole of magnetic needle shows deflection towards west, means upper side shows deflection towards west, this side. No, previously it is this side, this is your north south pole, this is the way, and then when we pass the current just above the compass, this shows the deflection towards west side, this is your west side, now above side. So this shows the deflection when current passed through the conductor AB. Again, as soon as we increase the capacity of the current, it deflect more and more towards north, and there is a time when this north pole reach up to this side. But this is not the actual property of magnet. This property of compass is influenced by the current of the conductor AB. Hope this thing is clear to you. Now move to the next part. If we shift this conductor to just below the compass, likewise, here is a compass. I am not going to make the thing, it is south, north, and this is your conductor AB. Current as flowing from this one. This is a representative figure. When we keep the conductor just below the compass, what happened? This current is moving from south to north, means from A to B, as you are observing in this figure A to B. Now what happened? In this case, the north pole of, in this condition, north pole of magnetic needle shift towards the deflects towards the east direction. This case, east means downward side, means if this is the condition of your compass, and if current flows from below the compass, it shows a deflection and moves towards east, and to south moves towards west, north moves towards east, and south moves towards west direction. So this shows some deflection when current passes just above and below the magnet. From this we concluded that first thing, this conductor AB behaves like a magnet. First thing, conductor behaves like a magnet. Second, magnitude of magnetic effect that deflection when electric current increases. Clear? This is the second point. Third point says that magnetic field of the conductor is right angle. Magnetic field of current carrying conductor. So I am writing only conductor over here. Conductor at right angle means if this is your current conductor, so this is your magnetic field area perpendicular to the conductor. And the last point, the movement of, I'm not writing over here because there is no place, I'm just reading from the book. Direction in which north pole of magnetic needle will move depends upon the direction of the current carrying conductor, direction of the current in the conductor and the position of the conductor. As you observed above, below, if we change the flow of current, deflection also changes. So these are the conclusion from Oersted experiment. All of you must read this experiment very carefully. Move to the next topic. As you are observing on the board, there is a rough diagram of electric bell. All of you must know the working of electric bell. You must read the construction from given book, means different parts of bell. In bell there is an electromagnet. This is your electromagnet, and then we have an armature. This is your armature. This part is known as your armature. This is your gong. This is your hammer of the gong. And then we have some contact spring. These are known as your contact spring. And then we have soft iron, all things. Let me explain the process of working of the electric bell. When we switch on the electric bell, means current supply start from this end. Current supply start from this positive end, reach to the magnet, and magnet first reach to the magnet. Here electromagnetism develop, and as soon as electromagnetism develop, this iron armature attract by this electromagnet. Why? Because current flowing from this side reach to the contact screw, this one, and move to the complete the circuit. Then this develops the magnetic effect. Once again I am explaining you, whenever we switch on the current flow through the circuit and complete the circuit, but not only complete the circuit, it develop the magnetic effect in case in electromagnet. Armature made by a soft iron bar attacked by this magnet, it moves towards the magnetism. So in this case two things happen. First, from this contact screw link is break. Second, this hammer hit the gong. Clear? But when this thing moves towards this side, it loses the contact, flow of current stops. Again it moves back to the condition because there is a spring, so spring shifts the back. Again we push the current, it attracts, hit the gong. Likewise electric bell work. You must read it from your book. This is last for this is in your videos. This video is last topic. In unit second we discuss in next video.